Yo, what's going on, guys? I am back today with another video to show you a nice effect you can add to any of your videos in Hitfilm Express. Basically, the effect looks a little something like this. It's a neat effect, I like it, and I commonly use it in a lot of my edits, I guess you could say. If you want to see how it's done, make sure you stay tuned for the rest of the video to see how it's done. So before we begin the tutorial, I have to give a quick shout out to EvoHD, who uploaded this video a long time ago, but he took it down. I'm not sure why, but here I am recreating that tutorial, so you guys can have it. I guess we can get right into the tutorial. Alright, now that we're in Hitfilm and we have our footage in a composite shot, I will show you what to do to get this effect. If you don't know how to make a composite shot, just simply go to Media, New, and then Composite Shot right there. So what we're going to do is go to our Effects tab, type in Glow, and there it is. Drag it to our photo in this case. And as you can see here, it's already done a render of the effect. As you can see, it makes it more glow. And we're going to open up our properties and go to intensity. Click this little circle. It'll turn blue and have another circle inside of it. It'll set a keyframe. Set this to 0. Do the same thing for threshold. Set that to 0. Go to the end of your footage. I'll just go to 1 second. And just hit this button up here that will create a new keyframe. As so. Then to your threshold here, we're going to set that to 100. And that's ready to go, almost. We'll come back to it. We're going to go down to our advanced tab now. We're going to select this here. Use A and B colors, and then color looping. You can set this to A to B to A or B to A to B. A little bit of a tongue twister. And if you want to, you can make this value here larger or smaller. This basically tells the effect how many times the color will loop, basically, if that makes sense. So like, if you want it to loop 2 times, you would set that to 2, so it would go to color A to color B to color A to color B to color A again. That's basically how that works. You can set that if you want, but I'm not going to. Then we're going to set our colors. I'm just going to do red and blue since it's the most basic thing and it matches the intro. Then we're going to come back up from here. We can close this now. To our intensity, select these, change them to manual Bezier keyframes. Go to your value graph, open that up, and I'm going to zoom in. And here is our current value graph. Nothing happens. So what we're going to do is take one of these arms and drag it upward like this, and take the other arm and do the same thing. And you can adjust these, you know, and that's pretty much it. But one thing to note quickly is I would recommend not going above 2 here on the side. If it reads 2 and this line here goes higher than it, then I wouldn't use it. But it's up to you, and it also really depends on what footage you're using. But I would say like around 0.50, so like 0.50, 1.50 is a pretty good range you could use. But as you would. You can change it if you want. But yeah, that's really all there is to it. And there is the effect. I'm going to pre-render this quickly so you can see it in its entirety. And here it is. And that's basically the effect. It's pretty simple and it's pretty nice to use. And you can just like toss it in there anytime you want and it looks fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know in the comments if you did. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.